Welcome back to the Learn English Talk podcast. I'm Mia, and today, buckle up, because Jake and I are going on a trip. Not a real trip, I wish, but a trip back in time. Specifically to our American high school years, which were chaotic, dramatic, exhausting, unforgettable, emotional, and honestly, kinda hilarious.
High school is such a weird stage of life. You're basically a child pretending to be an adult, but also an adult who still acts like a child. And everything feels like the end of the world.
Exactly. So today, we're talking about everything. Classes, teachers, cafeteria disasters, sports, clubs, embarrassing stories, and all the little things that make American high school feel like a strange alternate universe.
And of course, you'll learn tons of real English in the process. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. We post episodes every day to help you learn English naturally.
So, Jake, let's start with the big question. Do you remember your first day of high school?
Oh, yes. I walked in and immediately thought, yep, I'm lost. This is it. This is where I live now. The hallways were enormous. There were hundreds of teenagers rushing around like they were late to a NASA mission. And I had no idea where anything was.
Same. And I remember holding my class schedule like it was a survival map. And it kind of was. If you lost that paper, game over. You just wandered the halls forever.
And the bell. The bell on the first day of school is the loudest, most traumatic sound known to humankind.
It's true. The bell rings and teachers act like being 3 seconds late is a federal crime.
For anyone listening who hasn't seen an American high school, imagine a giant building divided into wings. We had a science wing that always smelled like chemicals, a math wing that smelled like stress, the cafeteria in the center, a gym that smelled like feet and ambition, the football stadium outside, and the arts building full of emotional drama.
And of course, lockers. Those tall metal cabinets that slam loudly every 2 seconds.
Mine was empty. Completely empty. I never used it.
My locker was terrifying. Papers, snacks, clothes, maybe a secret portal? I don't know. Every time I opened it, I prayed nothing would fall on me.
Let's talk about classes. Mia, what was your favorite class?
English literature, always. We read novels, talked about symbolism, wrote essays. I loved every second.
My favorite was history. Our teacher told stories like he was narrating an epic movie trailer. Everything felt dramatic and important.
Least favorite class?
Biology. I never knew what I was looking at. Cells, bacteria, dust, who knows?
Mine was geometry. Triangles stress me out.
Speaking of stress, cheerleading. Tell people what it's actually like, because most people think it's just dancing and smiling.
Oh no, cheerleading is intense. You need strength, flexibility, rhythm, coordination, and the ability to smile while your arms feel like they're falling off. We did stunts. That means lifting people into the air, tumbling, dancing, jumps, and cheering at football games. I was a flyer sometimes.
So you were the one being thrown into the air.
Yes, which is fun until gravity attacks. I fell twice, once on a mat, once on the grass. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend landing on grass.
Cheerleaders are brave. I could never.
I could do splits in under a second.
Still can.
Obviously.
You were also on the swimming team.
Yes. Swimming was honestly harder than cheerleading. Practice started at 5:30 a.m. The pool was cold, our coach yelled a lot, and we always smelled like chlorine. I did freestyle, the 100 and 200, and sometimes relay.
And meanwhile, I was destroying my body on the football team.
Tell listeners your football truth.
Football is brutal. Long practices, heavy equipment, running, tackling. It's basically socially acceptable violence. I played linebacker, which means I collided with people at full speed. I broke my nose twice and my ribs twice. Great times.
Football games were magical, though. Friday night lights, the marching band, cheerleaders performing, parents screaming like they're at the Olympics.
And pep rallies. For anyone listening, a pep rally is a school event to build excitement before a big game. The band plays, cheerleaders perform, and the principal pretends to be inspirational.
They were chaotic, but fun.
And then there's my secret life, chess club.
The contrast is everything.
Football player by afternoon, chess nerd by evening. Chess club was quiet, intense, and full of strategy arguments. We drank orange soda and competed in tournaments. We actually won second place in the region.
I'm proud of that.
Thank you. Now, the cafeteria, the social battlefield.
Picture a giant room filled with round tables, loud voices, and the permanent smell of pizza and fries. School lunch was either surprisingly good or suspiciously mysterious.
Friday pizza was legendary. Mondays, meat something, not so much.
I usually brought my own lunch. I needed energy.
I bought lunch every day. Chicken nuggets, nachos, burgers, and 3 chocolate milks.
3?
Athletes need fuel.
High school also has social groups. Cheerleaders, athletes, band kids, theater kids, goth kids, nerds, gamers, quiet kids.
And floaters, people who can sit anywhere.
I was a floater
Because you're friendly.
because I talk too much.
Also true. Let's talk about teachers, because every American high school has a very specific collection of personalities. It's like the universe handpicks them to create a perfectly chaotic ecosystem.
Oh yes, you always have the strict math teacher, the one who never smiles and acts like you personally offended their family if you forget a calculator.
And the dramatic English teacher who reads poetry with so much emotion that you're not sure if you should clap, cry, or call someone for help.
Then there's the funny history teacher. Every school has one. He tells jokes, makes sound effects, and somehow teaches you more in 5 minutes of storytelling than any textbook ever could.
And finally, the unpredictable science teacher, the one who does demonstrations that always look like potential fire hazards.
Ours literally started a small fire once. He said, "Class, today we learned about combustion," like it was part of the plan.
He deserved an award for confidence.
Something people outside the U.S. don't always know, American students have homeroom. It's basically a 10-minute meeting at the start of the day where you listen to announcements, maybe take attendance, and mentally prepare yourself for the chaos ahead.
And the announcements were always read by the same 2 students with the most monotone voices imaginable.
Good morning, students. Please remember to return your library books.
It sounded like they hadn't slept since 1997.
And yet somehow hearing their voices became comforting.
Another thing people picture from movies, school mascots.
Ours was the Eagles. Go Eagles!
Mia, please.
I can't control it. Years of conditioning.
Mascots usually appear at football games, pep rallies, and sometimes just walk around the halls trying to make people smile while slowly baking inside a giant costume.
The poor person inside that suit deserved extra credit.
Now let's talk electives. Mia, what electives did you take?
I took photography one year, which was fun, mostly because it meant walking around the school, taking random pictures, and pretending to be artistic.
I took ceramics and made the world's ugliest vase. It was so bad that even my mom, who loves everything I make, said, "Sweetie, maybe pottery isn't your destiny."
I wish we still had that vase.
It mysteriously broke.
Mysteriously, right.
You know another classic part of high school? Group projects, the academic version of torture.
Yes, you get one kid who does everything, one who disappears, one who panics, and one who pretends to organize but contributes absolutely nothing.
I was the one who disappeared.
I was the one who did everything.
That makes sense.
Let's move to something every American student understands: detention.
Detention is basically punishment. You stay after school, sit in a room, do nothing, and regret your life choices.
I got detention once for talking too much. Which, fair.
I got detention for participating in a food fight.
Explain yourself.
Okay, look. Someone threw mashed potatoes, someone else threw pizza. It escalated quickly. I didn't start it, but I definitely contributed.
With enthusiasm.
Possibly.
Now let's talk about something more fun: school events.
Like the fall festival, where clubs sold things like cookies, bracelets, or mystery bags.
Mystery bags were always disappointing. You paid $5 hoping for something cool and got a pencil and a sticker that said, "Believe in yourself."
Very inspirational.
We also had Spirit Week, the week where everyone dresses up based on themes: Pajama Day, Twin Day, Throwback Day.
And Crazy Hair Day. I still don't understand the purpose of Crazy Hair Day.
It builds character.
It builds humiliation.
Okay, but the best part of high school events was definitely homecoming.
Oh yeah, the homecoming football game and the homecoming dance. For listeners, homecoming is a big event celebrating school pride, usually early in the year.
The homecoming court, the homecoming queen, the fancy outfits, the awkward dancing.
Homecoming was basically prom light.
Speaking of prom is like the final boss of high school events.
Prom is like a huge fancy dance at the end of the year where everyone dresses like they're going to a celebrity award show.
Girls spend hours getting ready: hair, makeup, nails, the dress, everything.
Guys spend 15 minutes. 5 minutes to look for a tie, 5 minutes to complain that they can't find it, and 5 minutes for someone else to find it for them.
And the dancing? Oh my God, the dancing.
Prom dancing is just people moving slightly left and slightly right while trying not to step on each other.
Very romantic.
And then after prom, everyone takes dramatic pictures on staircases, by fountains, on lawns, everywhere.
And then later, emotional breakdowns in the parking lot.
It's tradition.
Another tradition: the senior prank.
The senior prank is when the oldest grade does something funny to the school at the end of the year. Sometimes harmless, sometimes chaotic.
Ours put plastic flamingos all over the school lawn.
Hundreds of flamingos, everywhere.
The principal was confused, angry, impressed, and tired all at once.
High school is basically a collection of memories you don't realize are important until years later.
Exactly, and a huge part of that experience was the people. Friends, teammates, classmates.
Like the swimming team for you.
And the chess club for you.
Hey, chess club built character.
I know. And honestly, those small groups made school feel less overwhelming.
True. Walking into the cafeteria alone was scary, but walking in with friends, easy.
Speaking of the cafeteria, do you remember the long lunch line?
Yes, you waited 20 minutes to get food that took 10 seconds to regret.
And then the battle to find a seat.
That was social anxiety on hard mode.
And the noise level? Like a zoo mixed with a concert, mixed with a tornado.
Beautiful chaos.
Let's talk about something every American student knows very well: the school bus. Those big yellow buses you see in movies? Yeah, they're real. And they're an experience.
An experience you survive, not enjoy. The seats are uncomfortable, the windows barely open, the ride is bumpy, and there's always that one student who plays music out loud at 7 a.m.
And there's always a bus driver who sounds like they've seen things. They've witnessed chaos. They've survived decades of teenager energy.
They deserve a national award. Riding the bus in the afternoon was so funny too. Everyone was tired, half asleep, eating snacks, complaining about homework.
And there was always a group in the back being loud for no reason.
Always. Another classic thing, lockers with decorations. Some people decorated their lockers like they were luxury apartments. Mirrors, mini lights, photos, magnets.
And some people, like Jake,
didn't use their locker at all.
Why would I? My backpack was basically my entire life.
My locker was so chaotic that opening it was like opening a surprise box every day.
A dangerous surprise.
Hey, sometimes good things fell out, like candy.
Or old homework you forgot to turn in.
We don't talk about that.
Let's move on to school fashion because that's a whole topic by itself.
Oh, yes. High school fashion is unique. It's a mix of comfort, trends, confusion, questionable choices, and hoodies stolen from friends.
I wore the same hoodie basically every day.
A hoodie that had a smell.
A masculine smell.
A smell created by football practice and lack of detergent.
Accurate.
And girls often wore leggings, oversized sweaters, or school merch. And on game days, cheerleaders wore uniforms.
Football players too. On Fridays, we wore our jerseys to school so everyone knew we had a game that night.
It definitely looked cool.
It felt cool too, like being part of something. A team.
Teams were such an important part of high school. Cheer, football, swimming, basketball, soccer, band, drama club.
Band kits were hardcore. They practiced all the time.
Drama club kids, too. They rehearse like their lives depend on it.
Speaking of drama, let's talk about high school gossip.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Gossip spreads in high school faster than Wi-Fi.
You'd hear something in the morning, and by lunchtime, the entire school knew.
And half the details were wrong because teenagers cannot keep a story straight.
Did you hear what happened? No. What happened? I don't know, but it was dramatic.
That's exactly how gossip works. And of course, there was always relationship drama. Breakups, makeups, crushes, love triangles.
Teenagers feel emotions at maximum volume.
And minimum logic.
Very true. One thing I loved about high school was the sense of routine. You knew exactly where to be every hour.
But that routine was also exhausting.
Oh, absolutely. Wake up early, survive classes, stay awake during lectures, run to lunch, rush to your next class, participate in after-school activities, go home, eat, do homework, and somehow still have energy to talk to friends.
No idea how we did all that.
Youth.
Metabolism.
Chaos.
All of the above. Let's talk about tests because they were a big part of the experience too.
Tests in high school come in 3 forms. The test you studied for, the test you didn't study for, the test you thought you studied for, but definitely didn't.
I hated pop quizzes when the teacher surprises you with a test.
Pop quizzes are how teachers keep students humble.
And stressed.
Very stressed. Group presentations were even worse. Speaking in front of the class, trying not to shake, praying the projector works.
And there's always that one person who reads their slides word for word with zero emotion.
Yes, colonization happened in the year. Pure poetry.
Now, let's talk about school spirit because American high schools take this seriously.
Very seriously. Decorations, posters, chants, theme days, pep rallies.
I didn't even know I had that much enthusiasm inside of me until I heard thousands of students screaming at once.
Spirit Week was my favorite. Everyone dressed up and acted silly. It made the school feel alive.
And then there were assemblies, sometimes fun, sometimes boring, sometimes unexpectedly emotional.
Especially the end-of-year ones.
I remember seniors walking on stage and everyone cheering. It felt like watching legends graduate.
And then, suddenly, it's your turn. Graduation day is such a surreal moment. You wear a cap and gown, walk across the stage, get your diploma, take pictures, and then boom, childhood officially ends.
You cry, you laugh, you hug teachers you swore you hated but actually loved deeply.
And then you take 500 photos outside in the sun.
In every possible combination of people.
And then everyone goes home and eats something because wearing a gown in the heat is exhausting.
High school friendships are special too. Even if you don't stay in touch with everyone, those people helped shape you.
They saw you at your most dramatic, most awkward, most energetic stages.
And your worst fashion choices.
Let's never talk about those again.
Agreed. So, after all this remembering, what do you miss most about high school, Mia?
Honestly, the feeling of possibility, when every day felt like something could happen, something exciting, unexpected, fun. Even when it was stressful, it felt big.
I get that. I miss the simple version of responsibility. You think homework is the end of the world until adulthood hits you like a bus.
Also true.
But I don't miss waking up at 6 a.m.
Or carrying heavy textbooks.
Or cafeteria meat.
Or group projects.
Or homework.
Or fire drills.
Especially fire drills in winter. Why did they do that?
Trauma builds character.
Apparently.
But in the end, I'm grateful for it all.
Me too.
And I'm grateful for you listening to our stories today.
Yes, thank you for being here with us.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this episode
We post new conversations every single day.
to help you learn English naturally.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.